and welcome to episode 152, I believe, of the Graceful Tangle podcast. I'm Amy Kate. Thank you so much for taking some time to join me today. I am really excited to be back with you guys this week to share some things that I've been working on, some things that I finished, a little devotional that has been really encouraging for me this week. And yeah, I think that's about it. It's going to be a good episode. I finally have a good amount of content to share. We are officially in the fall season, which I literally could not be more excited about. It's still pretty hot here in Alabama, but the mornings are definitely chilly. The evenings are definitely chillier. It's getting darker earlier. It's like headed for my favorite time of the year, and I am so beyond excited about it. So all of that said, I definitely have just a motivation to create new designs, which feels so good. Lots of them being hats and blankets and just like wintry things, and I love it so much. It is definitely my favorite time of the year for sure. Okay, so let's just go ahead and hop into it today with some finished objects. I actually do have a couple to share with you guys today. The first is a brand new design that just came out. This is the Simplicity Beanie. This beanie is crochet and so easy. It is literally a panel of half double crochet stitch, and you just slip stitch to connect two of the ends together to form like a cylinder, and then you whip stitch one of the ends of that shut to form the crown of the beanie, and that is literally it. It is so easy, so beginner friendly. I also have a full step-by-step tutorial on my channel, on YouTube, obviously, that kind of walks you through how to make this beanie if you are more of a visual learner. So yeah, I hope you take advantage of that and use it because it's just so simple. It's the perfect like beginner project, or if you're looking for something to kind of get back into crochet, if it's been a while and you want a refresher, or if you just want something super quick and easy, or something to sell. Like, the possibilities are really endless. And all you need is one skein of bulky weight yarn. That's literally it, about 100 grams. So 100 to 150, kind of depending on the size that you're making, but in general, it's going to be one skein of yarn. Which is super exciting personally. So anyways, I love how this beanie turned out. Like I said, so easy, so fun. I'm looking forward to making some more samples of this pattern for sure, and also some more versions. I want to do like a worsted weight and DK and stuff like that, so stay tuned for those as we progress during the season. And then the next finished object that I have is a pattern that I have finished, but it is not quite released yet. And I believe, I'm honestly trying to remember the name that I gave this beanie. I think I called it Misty Beanie or something like that. Obviously you'll see the name when the pattern is published, but this is what it looks like. This is a knit beanie. So the other one was crochet, this one is knit. It uses 2 strands of Knit Picks Mighty Stitch worsted held together. So I used ash heather and then spruce heather. So it's like a light blue and light gray. I held them together to create kind of a marled look. And used a large size needle for a really loose and drapey gauge, and obviously this fun just knit and purl texture. I love how this turned out. I think it's so cute. It's so squishy, so cozy, and yeah, I'm really excited to release this pattern very soon, so stay tuned for that. I just love it. I love it. It turned out so fun. I love knitting beanies so much, but you just can't release them in the summertime. Like, it's not practical at all. So I'm really excited to be in the fall season so that I can release some more beanie patterns, because I've had so many ideas and just not, it hasn't been the time of year to do them and release them. Alrighty, so that is it for finished objects. In terms of whips, I do have a couple of things to share. The first is this test knit that I'm working on for Callie of Needles and Life. I am working on her adult playdate tee, so she already has this pattern available for a kid's version, and so now this one is for adults. I'm doing the tee version, but she also has instructions in the pattern for like a full length sweater. So kind of keep that in mind if you are interested in this pattern yourself. I'm using Hobie Kind Feather, which is, I believe, a DK. Yeah, a DK weight yarn. This is 100% acrylic. but any decayed weight yarn or like light worsted is going to work super well for this project. It's top down raglan, and then you use yarn overs to create the increases, so it's really easy. It's a very beginner friendly sweater pattern. There are short rows, which I love because I love doing them and I love the way that it fits better, but you could also leave those out if you're more of a beginner. It doesn't change a whole lot, it just makes it a little bit more comfortable like on the back of your neck. And I like, it's actually German short rows, which I love the best. So anyways, or love the most might be the right way to say that, but anyways, I'm having so much fun with this. I have not had a lot of time to work on it this week, but I was able to split for the sleeves, which is very exciting because it took me way too long to get to that point. I have just been struggling to find time to knit and crochet lately. I have 2 jobs right now, and it is just like a very crazy season of life for sure. But all of that aside, I'm excited to have some time in the future, in this next week, to really plug away at the body of this sweater because I need to get it done as soon as possible. So anyways, that is that. Loving it so far for sure. I already have like a little outfit planned for it, so I am so excited to finish it and then wear it for fall because it's going to be chilly enough to wear it, which is so exciting. Alrighty, and then the next work in progress that I have 2 more. I don't think I've made a lot of progress on these socks since the last time we talked, maybe at all actually. And now that I'm looking at it, I realize I have lost some stitches. But I am hoping to get these done in a reasonably, that's not the right way I was going to say that, reasonable time frame. My brain is so dead. So dead. But regardless, I'm not sure I made any progress on these this week, but I am having so much fun with them. I love this yarn, and I love the colors so much, but I'm just using my Success Socks pattern, which is a basic cuff down vanilla sock pattern. You can find it on Ravelry and Etsy. It is free on Ravelry if that's interesting to you. But yeah, it's just like self-striping, which I love, but it also has this kind of ferile part that just the yarn did on its own, which I love the way that looks. So anyways, there they are so far. That's literally all I have to show. Like I said, I think maybe I hadn't quite finished the ribbing last time I talked. I don't even know, honestly, but regardless, I would love to have like the first sock done next episode, but we shall see if that happens. Depends on what I have time to do. But regardless, it's so fun to have a pair of socks on the needles. And then the last project that I have to share with you is something that I kind of started on a whim when I had a day off this week. And that is a new fall accordion, and I love it so much. So here's what it looks like. I am literally so close to finishing this. All I have to do is add the border, and I just haven't done it yet. But as soon as that's done, I have a couple of ends to weave in, and then it is complete, which is so exciting. But this is my efficient cardigan pattern. This is just a double crochet, super beginner friendly cardigan pattern, and I love it so much. It is so cozy, it's oversized, it's perfect for like throwing over a comfy outfit like a t-shirt and leggings, or you could dress it up a little bit with jeans and a shirt and like boots or something. I love it so much. So I wanted a new one this fall that's kind of in like a fallish color, so I chose this like rusty color. It is okay, I don't have a skein of this exact color that I can grab easily, and I don't remember the name, so I'm sorry about that. But it is like the kind of rusty brown color. If you look online, you should definitely be able to see it. But the yarn itself is Hobby Amigo Giga. I'm honestly not sure how to say that word, which is unfortunate. But it is a bulky weight, I believe. Let me make sure. A super bulky, actually. That actually makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna be honest, I totally thought this was like a bulky weight yarn and not a super bulky yarn. That makes sense why my gauge was a little bit off for my own pattern, because I was using technically the wrong yarn weight, but it turned out just fine, so we're good. Totally okay. But yeah, I love it so much. I'm so excited to wear this. It is going to be so cozy and so warm, and like I said, perfect for the fall weather. I love it. Love it, love it. I also, like, I did kind of intentionally make it in like a darker brown color so that I could potentially wear it to work and not like ruin it with coffee stains. But we'll see. I still don't know if I'm gonna be that brave, honestly. But regardless, it has been a lot of fun to make, and I am super excited to finish it and have it done and wear it. I'm also going to be giving that pattern a little bit of a facelift, I think. So yeah, I was honestly planning on using that sample as like the new cover pictures, but I might not do that now that it's technically using the wrong weight yarn. I really should have thought that through, and I'm not sure I have any actual bulky weight in stash. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll be making another cardigan, which wouldn't be so bad at all. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. But regardless, I love it so much. I've said that word way too many times. I'm sorry. Yes, I love it. It was so much fun to make. I've been kind of hopping into Left 4 Dead a little bit, I guess, but I've been watching Gilmore Girls recently, and I've definitely become a little bit obsessed with the show. And it's fall, so it's like the perfect time of year to watch it as well. And so I made that while watching that show, like Thursday, I think it was. So it was a very fun time, very fun way to just spend a little bit of time, time that I definitely needed, for sure. So yeah, anyways, moving along into devotion. I have talked about this multiple times, but I am walking through the chronological Bible this year. I did this last year with just like my own regular Bible, and then this year I got the 1 year chronological study Bible for Christmas, and so I've been walking through it all year, and it has been so good. Again, I just love doing this. I kind of plan to do it every year, honestly. I love it. I love it so much, and I feel like there is endless to learn from scripture. But we are in September, and at the end of September you officially enter the New Testament, which is very exciting because I love Jesus and the New Testament and the hope that it brings. But one of the things that really stuck out to me was actually what I read, multiple things already for sure, but specifically what I was reading today. Let me see if I can get to the right page. Today is September 30th, Amy Kate. So it was talking about the miracle that Jesus performed when he was teaching by the sea and told Simon to cast in the nets after they had been fishing all night and hadn't caught any fish. Jesus told them to cast the nets in again in a different part of the ocean or the sea, whatever. And they caught hundreds and hundreds of fish, more than they knew what to do with, more than they could lift out of the water. And it was just such a beautiful moment. I mean, obviously we can't begin to understand the significance of that or any of Jesus's miracles that he performed while he was on earth, honestly. But verse 8, let me see if I can, sometimes in this Bible it's actually hard to tell what verse is what. But Luke chapter 5 verse 8, excuse me. It says, when Simon Peter realized what had happened, he fell to his knees before Jesus and said, "Oh Lord, please leave me. I'm such a sinful man." For he was awestruck by the number of fish they had caught, and were the others with him. I love that verse so much, and something kind of stood out to me that hasn't stood out to me in the past, and it was just how amazed Simon Peter was to be in the presence of Jesus and what Jesus had just done for him, and how undeserving he was for it. And I just think it beautifully represents how we should always be in Jesus' presence, and that is just awestruck with humility and grace and thankfulness and gratitude and just love towards him. I've been thinking a lot about lately, just like balancing the joy that we get from Christ and how we can go about our daily lives in that joy, but also the absolute humility and awe that we should have because of and to God our Father. And it's a really hard balance. It's one that I don't think we're ever going to be able to perfect, because we cannot perfect anything, but also one that we're not going to be able to fully grasp and live out because we're not capable to, like we're not able to understand all there is to understand about our Father. But I just think they're equally beautiful, like walking in the freedom and the joy of understanding who God is to the extent that we can, but then also being so humbled by him. And I think that that is just beautifully represented in that passage of scripture. You know, Simon Peter was excited and grateful and thankful and just did experience that joy of catching the fish after such a long period of not being successful. But then he was also humbled and in awe over the presence that Jesus was. So yeah, I just wanted to share that in case it was encouraging to you, because it definitely was to me, and just very applicable to what I've been thinking about for a while now anyway. And yeah, he's so good and he's so faithful, and I pray that you are just seeing the evidence of that all over your life in whatever season that you're in, whether it's one that you've been hoping for a long time, or one that you didn't find yourself being in, or that you're struggling through. I just pray that the peace of Jesus is upon you, and that you are still walking in the joy and freedom of knowing him and loving him, because we can experience that no matter what season of life we're in. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. That is all that I have to share today. I hope that I'm not forgetting anything, but I do have a couple of new patterns launching very, very soon. I have a wreath that I've designed in partnership with Hobie that's going to be coming out soon, and then obviously the beanie that I showed earlier is going to come out after that, and then a couple of fun business announcements and partnerships and stuff like that are going to be launching in the next few weeks that I am so beyond excited about. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're having such a great week full of so much making. And I will see you all again next time. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will talk to you all later. Bye.